VRP's loss prevention program is not located within the main VRP program. You can access it on the C drive, in the POS folder, under the title RP Loss Prevention. Another way to access the program is by clicking Start, then Run, and typing c:/POS/RPLossPrevention.exe. Start by choosing the date range you would like to analyze, then choose the areas you would like to view. Let's start with cash refunds, voids, and credit card refunds. This will show us which cashiers have excess refunds and voids. Once you have made your selections, click Run. Now let's review the data. On the Cash Refunds tab, you will see a list of your cashiers. Next to each cashier, you will see the total number of receipts for the time period you entered. You will also see the quantity and dollar amount of cash refunds. The most important column is the percentage. This gives you the percentage of transactions that were cash refunds. So even though Greg seems to have had a lot of cash refunds, the percentage of his sales that were cash refunds is actually 0. The biggest cause for concern would be Bob, since 13% of his sales are cash refunds. However, if your store requires a manager login for cash refunds and Bob is a manager, then this might not be an alarming statistic. To view the statistics for voids and credit card refunds, you can click the tabs or roll the mouse pointer over the report title to view that report. Key tabs that can point out excessive discounts, possibly to a cashier's friends, are quantity of discounted sales, price overrides, and sold below cost. This will show you the total number of items sold for each cashier and the quantity and percentage of those items that were discounted. As you can see, Bob is once again a concern since he has discounted 40% of all of the items he has sold. Luckily, there were no price overrides or items sold below cost. Some cashiers may attempt to make their theft look legitimate by using a lot of actual store credits or old store credits, since it is less likely that older store credits will ever be redeemed. Another tactic is to process what seems to be a legitimate return. However, the cashier may not realize that the item he is entering has never been sold. In this case, we have no returned items that were never sold and no excessive redemption of store credits. A good way to track possible customer fraud is by requiring your cashiers to take the customer's information for all returns. You can enable this in the setup by searching for the setting Return Customer Required. Make sure this is set to Y, then click Exit to save and exit the setup. You can then run the Habitual Returners report if you suspect a customer of excessive or fraudulent returns. Click Exit to close the loss prevention program.